Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for game 2 in this best of 3. We're in the China region right now. Newbie taking on DK. Oh, we need our Dota 2 audio. There we go. Alright, so we'll run through the lineups real quickly. We did not get to catch the draft because none of the casters could connect to the lobby. I guess the players were able to be in there. It seems like it was an AP remake, so anyway, we don't know what the bans were, but we'll introduce the teams. In July, on your Clockwork, Destroy, going to be playing the Viper. He got destroyed last time around. Black Z, going to be on the support Zeus. Looks like he'll be joined by a support Silencer, being handled by Super, and Virgo will be the Storm. As for Newbie, a little more of a standard opening for them. Rabbit on the Juggernaut. Moo, going to be playing the Queen of Pain. Banana on the support Lashrak with a Rubik partner. Already has a smoke. Sunshine waiting to deny. Actually, he's going to grab the... Okay. We'll talk about that in a second. Banana on the Lashrak. Sagshine on the Rubik. And June on the Axe. So, they sent 4 heroes to the top bounty rune. But of course, the thing about the Radiant side is you have these, like, second level cliffs. So they can't see up them. So they don't know if you have 1 hero or 4 heroes. And so, whereas on Dire, you can be scouted from a lot of positions. So as a result, they're able to get the first bounty run, and now the first smoke comes out. They want to go directly onto mid here. Newbie just waiting for their opening now. And if I'm Sanctuary, I am not happy with June right now. I'm like, what the hell, man? What the hell? You jerk. Andre having a little fun here with the Kale. Well, any first blood attempt is pretty dead right now, I would say. Because the smoke has already been revealed. Sunshine actually has boots. You know what? Maybe he can get him. They already used the Shadow Strike though, so that's gonna be on cooldown. Yeah, I don't think they get this. They would need to like lift him into a stun over here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna live. But we'll see. It's also risky for Newbie at this point because someone could like go and buy a TP for the side shop. It's been so long if they actually think that'll turn the engagement. So, are we gonna play? Let's see. We are gonna play. Woo! I don't know about that. Yeah. Sunshine tried to see how far his boots advantage will get him, but not far enough. Very costly pause by Newbie. Ends up hurting them. The Storm may have just been backing, but it's also entirely possible he would have just going to back off and then go right back in to hit a creep. And it just takes that half-second hesitation to get you killed. So, it's going to be a Silencer, so doing a little bit of Ancient stacking here. They're not actually putting anyone in the off lane. I'm not entirely sure what the plan is. Maybe they were thinking in July would 1v1. Oh, they're gonna rotate the lane zone. I'm not sure like what they're expecting from this off lane though, because if it's a Queen of Pain, she's gonna dominate the Clockwork. If it's an Axe, he's gonna dominate the Clockwork. I feel like it's just the only place to put him is the off lane, but no matter. He'll get there now. They did miss a couple of waves of experience, so we're gonna see a pretty sizable Radiant lead considering there's been no kills. And the lanes will now settle down a bit. Moo's going to be going mid as the Queen of Pain, up against the Virgo Storm Spirit. Silencer will continue to just stack the Ancients. I don't know who's going to farm these, though. As they will find in July, they toss them all around. He trapped Sanctuary in, but he's only level 1, so a trapped Clockwork is not very scary at this stage of the game. They won't be able to run him down, though. The Neutral's not cooperating, but they get him away. Why are they stacking Ancients? I feel like this is one of those... We don't really know what else to do with our support right now, so he's going to stack Ancients, but...
Regeneration.
To what end? You can't farm them. I don't know. Maybe with 5 heroes all right-clicking ancients, they can kill them, but that's not particularly efficient. Whereas Newbie may end up just stealing that stack. They've got the axe, they have the Healing Ward, Juggernaut. At some point, Rabbit can join that little part of the map, and we'll see what DK plan to do with these. In the meantime, Newbie, smoke number 2. Let's see if they have better luck this time around. They'll have a crack at the top lane. June in the front for now, trying to block that wave as much as possible. They don't have any vision around the tree line, but now they're going to get it. Sanctuary gets in onto black nice and close. Is there a lift? Yes, there is. Follow-up stun comes through, but that's... Well, actually, they don't know if they have this. They'll have another stun coming out. It didn't have any points in Edict yet. Only a level 1 Leshrac. If he's level 2 there, that most likely goes differently. The laning setup for DK is just not really working out right now. Juggernaut free... This is kind of the same story as the first game. Juggernaut free farming, Queen of Pain free farming. It was not a jug last time, but it was a similar result for Team Newbie, where they just got free farming all the lanes. DK didn't really... At least last time, DK were winning mid. They were running the Tiny Wisp, got multiple kills, but this time around, I'm really not sure how they're going to make up for this deficit. Viper safe lane's getting out farmed for now. He's starting to catch up. He did start dual laning with the Clockwork. Just been a very awkward beginning here. And the biggest concern for me is the Silencer's not getting levels. Now Super's going to walk back towards bottom. He's level 1 at 4 minutes. Oh, move. Going to find the solo kill mid. That's your first blood. Went in with the Blink Scream. He bottles up. Barely going to survive. And going to find a delicious bounty rune. Rocket will be too late to damage him. Even if that hits, he's fine. And now they're going to go on to mid. And Super, well, he wanted to farm a single wave. He's going to take a Shadow Strike. They can dive this with a zap. A stun, he'll be dead. And he will remain a very underleveled Silencer for the foreseeable future. Still level 1. Now Newbie supports after successful rotations. They hit level 3 and 2 respectively. All of a sudden, a 2,000 gold lead. 1,500 experience. What an awful start for DK again. Zeus is getting okay levels as a support. But in general, this team needs a ton of levels, and support Silencer getting nothing done. I feel like the stack is just going to sit here all game until Axe finally finds it and just goes in and kills it. I really don't see how DK get that. Meanwhile, top, June is just taking a beating here. He's going to be forced to TP out from Destroy, who blew through his entire mana pool. Honestly, that's pretty fine for the Axe. Like, sure, you have to TP home, but Viper has mana issues as a hero, especially early on, just because once you want to use the Viper Strike and you're constantly... A single Viper Strike and a full round of poison attacks, that's a fountain trip for you. Or you have to ferry out Clarities. He may want to just send like 2 Clarities out so he can get his mana pool back. Otherwise, he's got no kill potential this late, and Jude could stick around. It seems he's not going to, but there's very little kill potential without the Viper mana. More musical lanes from DK. Now Clockwork's mid. Still nobody in the off lane. I do not know what's going on. Storm may jungle for a little bit, and then the Clockwork goes back bottom. I suppose that's probably what the plan is, but it's like you could be giving this experience to the Silencer, but I suppose he's a little bit worried about getting jumped by this Queen of Pain Rubik Leshrac combo. Now they've seen the Ancients, and they're probably curious as to... I imagine Newbie are having a similar reaction. Like, I don't know why there's a stack here, but we're going to take it soon enough. They have the Healing Ward. Axe a little bit underleveled. He still needs to get another item or 2 before he can go for that. But they'll take the tower bottom. Be a tough defense for DK. They do have their Storm. Level 6. Maybe Virgo can come in and set something up. No hook shot, no global, of course. Level 2 Silencer. And now the clock will get caught out. Omni Slash comes through. Well placed by Rabbit. Only bouncing on 1 hero. Even the Viper joining the lane, they are going to sack their Leshrac. And they're actually going to lose Sanctuary as well. Pretty big set of kills, and all of a sudden, level 2 Silencer gets closer to level 3. Moo gonna join the fight, though. He gets 1, 2, 3 down, he's looking for more. Destroy's gonna fall, it's a triple. And Virgo could be next. He's got another scream. It's gonna be an ultra kill for Moo. Maybe you just turn this Gloves of Haste into a Midas after that. Oh, jeez. What else can go wrong for DK? Team wiped at sub 8 minutes into the game. Their lanes looked a little questionable. I think they made them a lot worse by overthinking them and not just going with kind of your standard lanes, just Storm mid, Viper safe lane, or even Viper mid and Storm safe lane. Actually, it may have been better to put the Storm top, to be honest. But, you know, just throw Clock in the off lane. This is not working out. Now they're down 5,000 gold at 8 minutes, 4,000 experience. Everybody has a bad day from time to time. It was not too long ago that a very similar Newbie roster with only one player different was getting run over DAC, finished with 2 wins and 13 losses in the group stage, so it does look bad for DK. At the same time, sometimes these kinds of games just happen, but for them, it's probably going to cost them any chance of moving on in Starlighter. A loss here puts them at 0-2 in their overall matches, 0-4 in their games, each match being a 2-0 victory for Newbie, and that's pretty much it. Like, at that point, I don't think you can even win a 3-way tie, because all these other teams are likely to have at least one game won, if not 2. In their losses, I'm saying. Assuming they even lost 2 games. Very unlikely for the other 2 teams to be 2-0'd. Anyway, bottom line, I don't really know what DK do from here. They have the global, like, Silencer global, Zeus ult, Storm jumps in with a hook shot. You can see the whole idea of a lot of these heroes working together, but again, they need levels, and they are not getting them. Without them, they have no potential. They're trying to make up for this. They gave Black the mid lane, but these heroes are just so worried about getting ganked. They lost their tier 1 so fast that even sticking around for that experience is risky. You can just see it from the movement of the full HP Zeus that does not even want to walk into, like, this area. And even when he does, he's, you know, as far back as he possibly can be, just trying to get a creep here or there. Constantly under pressure from potential ganks from Newbie. And now with the Mask of Madness, Rabbit can easily find those solo kills. Ancient's being pinged out. He's like, hey, maybe we should farm these. Thanks, DK. Why not? I imagine we'll see a Newbie smoke soon. Probably want to get the level 6 on Sand Chain and the Blink on your axe, which June has now acquired. 2,400 gold banked up. The worst part for DK is this top lane's been empty, like half the game, but the tower's not even been scratched. Almost full HP. And man, oh man, could they really use that additional income from a tower. It is going to be DK who buy a smoke, and they have started to catch up on their levels. Considering how the game began, for Super to be level 5 at 11 minutes is frankly pretty good. They should be happy about this. They have their level 6 on Zeus. They do have the hook shot on Light, and a haste room bottled up for in July. I think DK could potentially make something happen. They're going to go on bottom. It looks like they have the no global, though. Oh, Rabbit has Omni Slash. Yeah, nothing they can do here. In the meantime, the real action breaks out top. It looks like as June drops low. Clockwork did hook in here to start the fight. They get no kills out of it. Finally, the axe gonna fall as In July races forward down the river trying to escape. Again, Moo just having a field day, slaughtering DK. Wicked sick at 11 minutes, 7-0-1. It's a kill every minute and a half or so for this guy. Out of control. You know, it could have been really good for them if they had the Zeus ult, the global, a rocket, and the storm all working together. Maybe they can just kill the jug right away. That's a huge amount of golden experience for the storm, but instead he just zips in. They didn't have global, so given that it wasn't ready, he needed more experience. I'm a little surprised he tried to go bottom. They really could have used the storm in that fight top. It just feels like DK are completely flummoxed, frustrated, not playing their A game. Game 1 was a beatdown. Game 2 is making Game 1 look like a close game by comparison. And they'll keep on pressing forward for additional kills now. Newbie, Omni Slash online. Level 2 Omni already at 12 minutes. He's already got his level 11. Rabbit can easily bring down 2 heroes with an Omni Slash. His DK will smoke, but they were all just seen walking this way, right past this ward. The actual smoke was not scouted, but the general knowledge of the vicinity was. Virgo and Rabbit gonna exchange blows here as Clockwork hooks his teammate. Well, that's awkward. Now the global comes out. They do Zeus ulti as well. They're gonna find the Rubik in the middle of the cogs. Maybe they can at least get a simple kill there to start the fight. Perhaps they can get the kill on Banana as well. Virgo, no! Just shredded by Omni. And they get nothing. Well, they get the Rubik, I guess, but hardly feels worth it. Now another hero gonna drop. Newbie continuing to rack up the frags. They'll begin to work on in July. Just want to be careful not to get the Juggernaut caught while the Mask of Madness is on. Then maybe he dies. But now they can chase forward. They already have an Orchid on Moo, and it's another kill, a triple for Rabbit. With global used, well, actually with double global used. And now Viper has a mech top. They need to fight as a team. DK are just... If this is an anti-mage rushing a Battle Fury, then you could kind of see the idea, but when it's a Viper just farming his mech, it really feels like you gotta wait for the whole team to be ready. The new Newbie does look pretty good, though. I will say that's the thing that I take out of this series is, sure, they're dismantling DK. Sure, it's fair to say that DK's lanes have not been the best. Maybe their drafts are even the problem as well. But at the same time, Newbie is just taking care of business, which they were not doing at DAC. Teams that they should have just been able to beat on pure skill, they weren't able to take down. And this is an improvement by comparison. Super going to get it caught out top lane. Holding the Queen of Pain alt move will be forced to pop, and he may go down. That's a big streak to end. 7-1-4. Wicked Sick going the way of the Viper. They're going to lose Banana here as well, potentially. Maybe even Sang-Shang. They're fighting with the mech. They get 3 freebies. Comeback? Is the comeback real yet? Is the comeback real? I don't know. That's a big swing of events. That's got to be like 3K net worth swing. 2.5K. And a 3,600 experience trade. Well, that's one way back into the game. And if DK get back into this, they have an excellent lineup to go late. They have that amazing pickoff potential. The Storm with the 2 globals to set him up for easy kills. The Clockwork to assist, initiate the fights. Viper to just generally be a frontline tank who, by the way, all of a sudden just got his mech right before his team got wiped elsewhere on the map. Now has another 1,900 gold in the bank. Newbie cannot get sloppy. This patch does not allow for careless overextensions. You make a mistake or two like that, all of a sudden it will very quickly turn into an easy game, and in the end it is Rabbit who ends up farming the triple stacked Ancient, so that little experiment from DK does backfire pretty badly.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Despite how bad that fight was top, Newbie are going to take the tier 1. They do have eyes now on this Juggernaut, though. There is the global available. If they can kill Rabbit, kill the Queen of Pain, then go and kill the Jug, that would be very big. And your natural reaction as Jug is to just go confidently farm a lane right now. And DK are not showing themselves. Let's see if Rabbit's map awareness is going to pay off. They just showed the Storm. If you're Newbie, you're probably a little suspicious. Like, mid lane's empty, there's 1 hero showing bottom, and now there's more. Clockwork has the hook shot. They could global to follow this up. Going with the Storm. There's your global. Zip in, Storm, buddy. It's time to go. No, they don't get Rabbit. The Manta's delivered mid-fight, and he Manta's out of the global. Blade Fury TP's home. Oh, DK. Just when you think they're going to catch a break. They got the 1 break top, but it seems that's the only break Newbie are going to give them. That is so frustrating. They had that Jug kill, too. If that Manta doesn't arrive mid-fight, he dies. They get the pull off. Well, actually, it's only level 1 pull, but I think it's still enough to get the kill. Would have been close, anyway. That ended up not being close at all.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Finally, DK able to get on the board here and take a tower. Their first tier 1 of the game, secured bottom.
Dire's middle tower is
They
under
will try to hold mid, but everybody from Newbie to steady on the tower. They're going to toss the Viper up. They have to quap ult. Right out it goes. No, he's too tanky. They underestimated his HP.
Radiant's bottom tower.
It's the mech and the point booster freshly acquired, and there's no braining destroy down. Now the backstep. They have an invis rune on the Storm. No detection on Newbie. And he's wrapping around. Virgo wants to make sure he's got eyes up this high ground so there's no surprises from Newbie. Tower is dropping. They have also a Zeus ulti in 13. This could go well for DK if they can just get that Zeus ult up before the fight begins. Now the hook shot on to 2. Surprise! It's me, Storm. Only 1 kill? Oh, I thought they'd maybe be able to get sanctioned there as well, but not the case. Even with the Zeus ult, a big ball, and they get it. Rocket enough to secure it. 2 for nothing. And DK clawing their way right back in. The graph is going to tip. Now, granted, they are way behind in creep score. They're down in towers, so they'll need more fights like that, but they have a lineup that can come back here. The double global, the Storm. And I'm kind of starting to worry for Newbie a bit here, if they don't keep the pressure up. Juggernaut has answers for the ganking combo of DK. He does have the Manta. But if the Juggernaut doesn't get something done, then I feel like the rest of the heroes could be shut down very easily. We are seeing the Rubik Leshrac start to fall off. It's just fairly natural for that duo. In theory, the Rubik can be a high impact hero later on, but support Leshrac inevitably struggles to keep up in farm, is very squishy, and will just quickly die in most team fights. The Rubik doesn't seem to be getting quite enough here. 0 and 4. Clockwork making his way into the Newbie jungle. He's going to scout out Sanction. Goes right in. June is waiting, and again the Force Staff able to keep him alive. Now the Blink Call counter initiation only gets the illusion. Still Battle Hunger and June. TP out. Do they have the lift? They got him. And now he's in trouble. Toss back the other way. Steals the cogs. Doesn't really want to cog himself in, but will happily push that Rubik back, or that Clockwork back if he tries to retreat. Another kill for Moo. Closes in on his BKB, so they'll have 2 heroes with solutions to the global. Now the Jug Blink. Just wants to be able to quickly assassinate some of these backliners. We saw ZWAF going a slightly different build last time. He completed the Scotty first, then he went into the Abyssal, and then... Oh no, then he got Basher, then he got Blink Dagger. This is a very offensive Juggernaut build. It's all about just spotting a hero anywhere on the map, running them down with Mask of Madness, and just collect your Blink Omni / kills. So, hoping to always have the +1 advantage in these upcoming fights. Suddenly a 20-minute Bloodstone, though. I'm very impressed by DK not completely self-destructing after having a train wreck of a lady stage. I have to say, I think it shows a lot of poise for the relatively young team. They've been together as a group now for 4 or 5 months, but overall experience on that team, it does pale in comparison to the likes of Newbie. They're hanging on, at least making it interesting.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Storm is going to zip across the ravine. He was spotted, but not the zip. They get eyes on June. That is a very tanky target, though. Probably not the ideal person to jump. Bananas, the much easier kill. And that's who Virgo's going to go on. Where's that global? Not using the global just yet. Now it comes up, but it's after Virgo gets stunned. He will try to run down Banana. He's silenced for now. In July, trapped in the cogs with Moo. And now the zip forward, but Virgo misses. He goes the wrong direction. The wrong direction again. Finally, he'll find Banana and look to bring him down. At the same time, though, they've invested a lot and need to get the hell away. They've lost their Viper. They're going to lose the Silencer as well. I think he just held the global too long there. He wanted to avoid wasting it, but as soon as you see that lift coming out, you just gotta quickly global to prevent the follow-up stun. And with no global, no Zeus ulti, and no Viper, this will be a Roshan down. Newbie will claim it. This will give them more and more map control, more presence in the game. DK still have to play close to flawlessly to continue to stay in this one. As June tries to dunk Roshan. Good effort, June. But apparently he ain't no Chuan. Rabbit is just everywhere. This guy could basically cross the map in a matter of seconds. June is gonna whiff on his
Dire's
call
bottom
there. I think
tower
this
is
Blake
under
may have gotten cancelled by
Dire's
static.
middle tower has fallen.
By one of the Zeus spells. And as a result, won't be able to get the initiation, but they still take the tower. One outer tower now remains for DK. And without the globals, they just kind of have to sit in the base. The Silencer ultimate is cooling down reasonably soon. Still, Newbie, with momentum here, with an Aegis, with a 12k gold lead. There's been some little blips on the radar, but ultimately, they're up in every department. Towers, Roshan kills, Aegis, creeps. There is no reason why Newbie shouldn't win this game if they play it right. It's up to them just to be a little more disciplined, I would say. Don't overextend too much. Fight as a unit. Take structures together. They've dropped their healing ward. They are going to push in. Up under the high ground they go. Tier 3 tower now under siege. DK, ready to initiate. Their full complement of spells is available. As Rabbit will be silenced. He may Blade Fear out of this. No, he'll just take the disarm. Let his illusions do some heavy lifting. DK still hanging back. Now, this is where Newbie need to be cautious. Healing ward's expired. I think you at least want to wait for the healing ward before you go again, and they may just want to push out all the lanes. Take the tower damage they claimed for now, and just play it slow and steady. Gotta keep on farming. It's the modus operandi for both teams right now. Just run around the map, hitting creeps, get your items out. DK will just look for... The one issue for DK is if they try to... Now that their entire base is exposed, all their tier 3s are open, if they use their double global storm combo, maybe they get a kill, but that might be cue for Newbie to just use a buyback and go straight either down mid or down one of these side lanes and try to take a lane of Rax. They have to be a little more hesitant about just dropping all their ults for a kill. That works just fine at like 8 to 15 minutes, even 8 to 20 minutes, but now we're getting to that stage of the game where an ult that gets a kill may end up costing you a lane of Rax. It's a little bit tough for them. At the same time, not even going for those kills could be costly in its own right. As Newbie will smoke, I think it might have been spotted out. They seem to be running like they know. In fact, they're tearing a path back towards their base. The one hero, though, who's just chilling in the trees is Super. And right as they start to get the scent, he TP's out. Oh, man, they were close to catching him. But close, not good enough. So they've now pushed out... Well, top lane pushed out on its own. I think the tower did that. But they pushed out mid. No, they're going to just TP the Queen of Pain there. Continue farming. Is it DK's time to smoke? Yes, it is. They ping exactly where the Rubik is. Insane Shane actually going to be caught down the river. He'll be hooked to start. Don't global this, please, Super. Oh, Zeus ult instead. Now they just probably want to back. But Rabbit wants to fight. They may need to global. Omni Slash comes out too early. Now he's going to global, but it's while the Jug's Omni Slashing. He does come out of it and is still silenced. In fact, Rabbit may end up dying. I guess it works out. Aegis pop. Now looking for more kills. Can bring down Banana here for Virgo. DK might be making the comeback here. It's a 2-for-1 with an Aegis down. Not too shabby. His move will try to kill off Destroy. The Blink Call just seconds late from June. That's the kind of fight that DK are looking for. Pop the Aegis, kill off 2 more. Very nicely done. It looked like the global silenced the Jug while he was Omni Slash. I didn't realize it affected you there. Or maybe it was a last word? I'm not sure, but anyway, that was interesting. It did end up costing him, because he wasn't able to just Blade Fury after he came down and walk away, and I'm pretty sure it was still in line. Nice little fight there. At the same time, even though these fights look decent for DK, they're just getting out-farmed so heavily. Look at the CS. You add up the CS for the top 3 farmers on each team, and it is not even remotely close. DK hunting, though. They almost catch out Moo. No Radiant Vision here. Oh, now they see Virgo. They want to go on him. Tips down to the low ground. The TP out. They get the Orchid off on Super. Blake Call, and this will be a simple dunk. Nope. Can't even dunk in time. It's the layup nice and quick instead. And as I mentioned earlier, you might get a kill or two, but that may also cost you a push. Newbie are thinking about that push, but the global could come down soon. Instead, they're just going to continue map controlling, farming, starving DK, or not even on food stamps anymore. Oh, they might. They can't even get the courier to the side shop, or the secret shop, I should say. As the game moves along, Newbie will be looking for more and more items like the Manta Style, Yule Scepter, BKB, more and more solutions for the global silence, and either that or just tanking up so they live through the combo. And it seems Leshrac wants to take the tank route. Your Rubik has got a Force Staff of his own, so they've got double Force Staff. This puts the Clockwork in a very uncomfortable position. Yeah, Axe also has one, so just don't leave your base, DK. That's what Newbie are saying. It's just been a tiny bit harder for Newbie than you would have thought. It's not like they've been totally feeding, but just more, you know, an extra kill or two here or there, where if they were playing really crisp and polished, they probably get cleaner trades. They don't lose some of these heroes. But overall, it's still looking like their game to take. Now the BKB will be picked up by Virgo. Forced to go for this before the Orchid. He still can be brought down through BKB, though. They have three things: the Queen of Pain ulti, the Juggernaut ulti, and the Blink Call slash the Chop. So I used to call it the Chop. I start to forget the name now. The Coley Blade. They are over near... Oh, they got a good initiation here. Jude, Blink Call onto 2. Global comes out, but it's after they've been caught. Virgo going to BKB in his own right. Maybe this works out okay for them. The Queen of Pain ult used just to kill off the Zeus, who does not have a buyback, though. Omni Slash coming through. It's ulti hitting a Ghost Sceptered Viper. Finally hits Virgo in the last few procs, but man, that joke hits hard. Just slapping down the flying Manta Ray, and in the end, Virgo may have to Bloodstone Suicide here. He can't. Rabbit kills him too damn fast. And when the dust settles, they do end up losing 3 heroes, ending the Storm's mega kill streak. He fought so hard to claw his way back, but it wasn't good enough. In theory, Viper's supposed to match up pretty well against Jug. You have the Viper Strike to minimize his physical damage output. You're tanky so that the Jug can't really focus you and kill you with an Omni Slash, but we're at that point where Jug is just that far ahead, almost doubling the Viper, where he can Ghost Scepter the vast majority of the Omni Slash, pop the mech, and still end up dying to auto attacks anyway. It was a good fight, though. They started off with the Axe. The Ward looks like survives the fight in the end, and everything looking hunky-dory, comfortable now for Newbie. DK just on the back foot. Running out of options. They need to start winning some fights. They're just not going to be able to farm. If they don't get kills, they won't leave the base. But every time that global's down, this is the real downside to running the Zeus Silencers Portos. When your ultimates are down, you do nothing. Moo gonna get caught out mid though. Huge combo to bring him down there. The pull into the long-range hookshot, they get the kill, and now they look for more. They're going to bring down Banana. Rabbit does not have Omni. For 5 seconds time, he's already used his Manta. Now he Blade Furies. He could possibly wipe them with a good Omni Slash here. Can they burst him down in time? Omni bouncing beautifully. Back and forth they go, and not able to finish off too many heroes in the end. Those were the illusions attacking towards the end, not the actual Omni Slash. As he did end up blinking out mid-Omni Slash. Just realized that, cut his losses. Get the hell out. A 2 for 3. Again, they're hanging tough here on DK, but not tough enough. As it'll be 4 chopped down in the end. DK doing everything right except their laning stage. It was just such an atrocious laning stage. The item pickups have been good. The double Ghost Scepter really mitigating a lot of the Omni Slash damage. They, for the most part, used the globals pretty well. But they have just been in the bottom of a massive pile of quicksand, trying to claw their way out for so long. Now Rabbit gets his Basher. Maybe even wants to go for a Diffusal Blade as one of his items, but for now chooses just more chain stun, more lockdown. Just easily claim this Roshan. Roche will fall. And Newbie will dial in on a Game 2 victory and a 2-0 sweep of DK. Should they go on to win this, then it would likely be IG, LGD, and Newbie moving on into the next phase, as well as I guess you have to imagine Vici Gaming moves on. So that's your big four. That's Newbie, IG, LGD, Vici Gaming, the same four clubs that did so well at TI and that were predicted to do well at DAC. Perhaps the Giants, after all their reshuffling has settled down in China, will end up being the top four teams. It's one of those, like, some things change, but, you know, yet everything in some ways kind of remains the same. Speaking of IG, if you want to see more of them, they're going to be appearing in major All-Stars. They're joining Empire, NIP, Rave. Who else is there? I'm actually kind of curious to look up the teams list now and just talk a little more about it. Major All-Stars. I think CSW's there. Yeah, CSW, Rave, Invasion. Oh, Navi. Navi's the other non-SEA team. So four non-SEA teams, 4 SEA teams, and, well, Team Redemption, who will be an interesting team to watch how the community reacts to. It's the new DDZ team. For those who aren't familiar with it, they're not allowed to play in most events. They're not included in Star Ladder, not included in the Summit. I'm trying to think if there's any other events that... Oh, I don't think they were allowed to play the Join Dota MLG Pro League either. So, 3 of the big events for SEA teams, they're not allowed to play it, but Major All-Stars decided to give them a second chance. So, well, they fought their way through a pretty tough gauntlet of qualifiers to get there. We'll see what they can do. In the meantime, yeah, if you want to see more IG, definitely check that out. Rabbit being forced back of it. He'll Blade Fury. And I'll just clear out the wave as Storm zips in, Storm zips out. Newbie continuing their siege, hanging on to Omni Slash, hanging on to the Global on the side of DK.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But this tower is taking damage. Rabbit will be caught out. He's got the Manta as well as the Omni Slash available. He'll be pushed out. Nice ultimate from Moo. Doesn't finish anyone off aside from the Clockwork to start the fight. Now Virgo trapped though. They could go on this. The Global comes out preventing an Omni Slash. It keeps Virgo alive, but now he's low on mana. Can they run him down? They have a Blink Call in 3. It gets cancelled. It gets cancelled again. No Blink available. Newbie, though, have a Healing Ward in 14. And now that the Global Silence is down, you just heal up and you go for the jugular. Take that first lane of Rex and look for more. Moving on forward, the pain's furiously coming out. I don't know how they hold this without Global Silence, but by golly, they're going to try. Healing Ward was deployed. Storm going to zip in, and I think he managed to snipe it. Yeah, now the siege will continue, but without the benefit of that additional heal. Rabbit just getting little swipes in here and there. Newbie are playing awful. Oh, no, actually he didn't. It was off of the trees. It wasn't healing them, though. It looked like nobody was actually getting affected by it, so. At any rate, they're going to go again. They're all full HP. They have most of their spells online. Newbie just... maybe they're not going again. It's kind of hard to breach high ground against DK, but... I don't know. While Global's on cooldown, this is really the time to go. You have Aegis on June. You can either just muscle up on a hero or just start hitting buildings. It can't be Rabbit who starts the fight. They need like a decent blink call from June. Maybe he just smacks building. I suppose that's possible. He'll blink out as the Viper Strike is cast. Nice play here by June. Very patient. And another Healing Ward. Okay, Newbie. Healing Ward number 3. Can they break the base now? Rabbit will be focused a little bit. Gonna try to retreat out. Still is holding the Omni Slash. But now... well, they're going to try to counter-initiate on him. He was silenced by the last word, forced back a bit. Still, they get the first kill of the fight, and that's on the Storm. No buyback available on your Storm Spirit. Still have yet to see an Omni Slash on the Siege. Rabbit's starting to run low on mana. Newbie really struggling to get this first lane of Rex, but they will finally claim it. And they do it without taking any losses at all. It's been slow plotting work by them, but it is, for the most part, very clean. Hookshot will hit Moo. Yeah, there's no escape plan for this. Nice hookshot, says Moo. This will quickly take him down. And they double force June back towards safety, stealing the cogs for Sansheng. Newbie continuing to just control the map now. This is where you probably want to get some good wards up for the next Roshan. Maybe even just set up shop outside. It's a couple minutes until it spawns. They are going to make their way there. Buy the Juggernaut Abyssal, and then the Paints come out bottom. And if you're DK, dodge fight, split push, farm, delay, but realistically, you need too many items. Virgo's kind of getting there. He's got the Shivas. And I would still say Storm is hands down the strongest late game carry in this game. The Jug can be countered much more easily. Ghost Scepter really counters him quite nicely. If Storm gets to that point where he's got like a Hex, sure, maybe they could force staff that hero away and keep them alive, but realistically, Storm has the much more reliable kill potential and also doesn't have to worry about wasting a big ultimate, so. I don't really mind Newbie playing this slow. I feel like it is the smart move, but it is still possible for Virgo to turn this one around. Virgo going to show himself mid. They have a Hex on the Queen of Pain. Blinking forward. Oh, Omni Slash. Not even needed. Just auto attacks Abyssal Blade and finish him off. Storm dead again. He's on the sidelines for a full minute. And with no Dire Glyph available for about 40 seconds, this may be a full lane of Rex. They're low on creep waves, though. They're just going to have a catapult here to start. The cogs will prove a nuisance. Rabbit could blink over these, but then would not have a way back. Aside from Blade Fury. Wants to play it nice and safe. Very cautious movement forward. Just dropping remnants here and there. Newbie trying to close out this game number 2. And now June makes his move. He goes for the blink call, just a bit off the mark. They do steal the Viper Strike. That'll be a nice pickup here then. Get Newbie. Not finishing the second lane of Rex just yet. Slapping on the Rex here and there. Once in a while, but okay. Now he just starts to really wind his way through it. Just smacking it down. Bam! Bam! That's 2 lanes of Rex. Just like that. And it gets nigh impossible from here. 25k gold lead. It has been extremely systematic for Newbie. Clinical showing. Taking care of DK, and now they see a slight weakness, and they go. No hesitation. There is going to be a counter fight, though. DK going to force the issue. Their Viper dies. They want it to be for something. They want that to mean something, but there's still an Omni Slash here. They've used the Global. They've used the Zeus ult, and now Virgo getting caught. Rabbit. No mana for the Global even. He'll just blink in, chucks out the Abyssal Blade. They'll get the kill there. Now they're going to look for In July. GG may be coming any moment now. In July, likely to be next. There's your call. Berserker's call and GG call. Both in the same moment. And Newbie will take a 2-0. And with this win, they are very likely to move on to phase 2. Oh, jeez. They really had to work for that. But they do get it in the end. The win's a win. That's what counts for them. And with this victory, Newbie, we could take a look at our standings now. Although they won't be updated, you can still kind of see the complexion of the groups. They get updated at the end of each day by Star Ladder. But yeah, let's go ahead. We'll take a look at our... Well, maybe we won't take a look at our standings here. Something wrong. Something wrong. Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. That's fine. Alright, we'll take a look at our standings here. Huzzah! Yeah, so DK is now 0-2. Newbie's 2-0. VG Gaming and HGT both in position where they could advance, it looks like. It may end up coming down to... I'm not sure if they played each other yet. VG Gaming... Yeah, VG Gaming lost to HGT. And they beat DK. So, if it's a 2-way tie, I think it does come down to head-to-head. So VG Gaming are going to need that win over Newbie. That makes things really spicy here. Newbie with a chance to just knock out one of the big-name teams before they even get to the playoffs phase 2. But, well... We'll have to wait until tomorrow for that, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Today was our second to last day of Star Ladder China. Tomorrow, we'll have VG Gaming taking on Newbie and HGT taking on DK. And when that day ends, Group B will be concluded. I'm LDB on the Summit. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast, folks. You can follow me on Twitter, at LDdota. Be sure to follow at Beyond the Summit as well. Major All-Stars is starting in the next 24 hours. That will be the real main course of Dota over the next weekend. The largest LAN event ever to hit SEA for Dota 2. Over $100,000 in prizes to be claimed. A nice spread of teams from China, from Southeast Asia, from Europe. The only region we're missing is, unfortunately, America, because eHug couldn't get their visas. So, looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for more Star Ladder, and be sure to check out Major All-Stars as well. This is LD, signing off.